Roger Stutz of Stutz Karts Racing up in Thompsontown, Pennsylvania. Roger's a kind of a neighbor of mine and a local competitor up in our area. And you've made every one of these Park City shows so far, haven't you, Rog?
I missed the first one they had. I've been here ever since.
And this got to be one of the toughest races of the year, doesn't it, as far as being a non-sanctioned event?
I would say this is the closest thing to a national race there will be in the East.
Yeah. Everybody seems to be here this year. After last year being such a great year with the good weather and everything, I kind of thought there would be upwards of 400 entries here this year.
Yeah, it looks like there is, and you aren't going to find any tougher competition than you have here today.
Okay. Roger, incidentally, picked up a class championship up at Mifflintown, the Carter-Rama Series. You had to feel pretty good about that. Also, picked up a rolling chassis in the process.
Yeah, we ran pretty good up there this year. That's a real good race, good competition up there too.
I know what was super neat about your win is that you won all three of them. I mean, you come in there and just cleaned house, took all three heats, all three events.
Well, that's partly luck when you do something like that, but everything went real well every time, and you don't have that luck all the time, but we did this year.
Someone once said luck is where preparedness and opportunity meet.
I agree with that 100%.
Okay. Listen, Raj, we know you're busy, so we won't hold you up too much longer here, but want to wish you lots of luck. I feel as though you're kind of a local guy. I got to cheer you on here today. A lot of these people I do know. Some of them I've seen people here today I don't know. So, you know, get in there and give them the old Stutz try, you know, keep her up front.
Well, we're going to take a good bit of luck here today, too, but we're going to try.
What kind of number did you draw, Raj?
I think a 160 in the one class and a 60 in the other.
And you're running piston port heavy and?
Light and medium today.
Light and medium. Okay. Okay, Raj, good luck to you. Hope to see you up front today.
Okay, thanks, John.
And here with Scott McTurner, and Scott was one of the hard chargers. Found him up front almost every race up in Mifflintown. Also, you ran the street race, right, Scott?
Yeah, ran the street race. It was running good, but rained out.
Rained out, okay, and here we are at Park City, and how's it look so far? I mean, you've been out on the track, what, once, twice?
About twice. Looks good. Feels better than it did. Had some motor trouble at the airport. That's why I wasn't running as good as it should.
Scott switched frames, too, just recently. Moved over with the Coyote people and running one of their chassis now. Did that take a little getting onto at first, or was the changeover pretty easy?
It was really difficult at first because it steers a lot quicker than my other cart, but I'm like it a lot.
You're learning to like it now.
Yeah, it's the best cart I ever had.
Okay. Well, listen, Scott, we want to wish you lots of luck here at Park City because you're probably going to need it like everybody else. Everyone's hoping for a little luck.
Yeah.
Competition must really be strong.
Yeah, it's definitely strong. I've been here the last 2 years and never did anything. There's always something going wrong, so I'm looking to finish this time.
When this one's over, you what, tear it down, put it away for the winter? Or?
Yeah, I'm done for the year then. Got to buy another motor, get a couple motors for the winter for next year.
And we can look forward to seeing you back next year then.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah.
Okay, Scott, congratulations on your super good effort up at Mifflintown. I think you did finish in the top three, second, I believe. And that's saying something right there because that was tough too. And like I say, we'll look forward to seeing you next year.
Well, thanks, John. I'll be back.
Okay, thank you, Scott. With Pam Slaughter, right?
Yes.
And where are you from, Pam?
Lidditz.
Lidditz, Pennsylvania. How long have you been racing go-karts?
This is my third year.
Was this something that your brothers were into and you got the fever and got into it, or were you the one that led the way?
My brother got started about a year before I did, and then he wanted me to try it, and then, since then I liked it.
I happen to know you guys do a lot of dirt racing at Shellhammer Speedway. How do you like it here on the asphalt?
I like them both about the same. I need a little more experience here, but I like the dirt.
The competition's fierce here, isn't it?
It's a lot more competition.
Pam?
Twice as much.
Pam was up and running at Mifflintown. Up at Mifflintown, caught the last race of the year up there. And most of the racers here at Park City and up there earlier this summer also said that the karts seem to be going a good bit faster this year. Have you found that to be true?
Yes, mine have been running a lot better than all the years I've been racing, too. With that, yes.
You got your dad working on karts, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we have my dad and some other people, Scott Boone, help us out. They've been doing a pretty good job this year.
Yeah, you got to have those people in the pits working for you.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Pam. Well, listen, we want to wish you lots of luck. Hope we see you up front today.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you.
You bet. Okay, I'm standing in with Johnny Keene, right?
Yep, Johnny.
And where are you from, John?
Massachusetts.
That's a long ways off, isn't it?
It's about 6 hours.
I've seen you at some other Pennsylvania events this year, up at Mifflintown. Now you're here at Park City. Have you found that the racing's good here in Pennsylvania? You have more karts, more tracks? What?
I like the more competition. It's harder. It's not as easy to win down here as it is at home.
You must be a true racer then. They say true racers look for competition. They don't try and dodge it.
It's not a lot of fun, just cakewalking all the time, but, it's just a lot more karts.
You have your own shop up there, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, track specialties.
Oval Track Specialties. Okay, so the Massachusetts people up there, how are they in comparison with the karters here? They have mostly the same equipment. Are they just as advanced, do you feel?
I would say they're advanced. We don't have any sprint courses, though. Nothing. It's all oval track or, short dirt tracks or short ovals. We got Briar, which is 1 mile and a sixth, but for the 4 cycles, it's too much.
Right.
Sprint course racing. That's why we like to come down here.
Yeah. Well, we sure like having you. We appreciated seeing you at Mifflintown. Hope you had a good time there.
We had a good time.
And we'll be picking it up again next year with the series starting in mid-May. We'll run a three or four race series. But for now, we hope you do well here at Park City.
Thank you very much.
You bet, John. Standing there with Brett Satzler, and it's a gentleman that I've had the pleasure of knowing for quite a few years now, particularly around this go-kart racing business. And Brett has teamed up with Shawley Cycle Sales in Camp Hill, Pennsylvania. And how's it been going with the new team here, Brett?
Well, we're getting a lot of bugs sorted out, getting the engines, and we just started in June. We're going to get them all dialed in. It just takes a little time.
Running all Yamaha equipment, karts and all, right?
Everything Yamaha.
That's the way to go, they say. Yamaha, since it's coming into karting here a few years ago, has really dominated in the engine department, and they're probably working hard now to try and get to capture the interest of the racers on their go-kart frames now, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, well, they got a great engine. It's going to be long before they have a great kart, too, because they have the knowledge.
It's a tough act to follow on the engine.
It is a tough act to follow.
You got Mitch Smith working back here, and you've been able to keep him pretty much under wraps, making him behave himself?
Yeah, Mitch is a hell of a guy, He's been in racing a long, long time, and, he's a really good, good mechanic. He works hard, and that's what it takes, a lot of hard work.
Who's the owner?
Landis Shawley, he's the president of Shawley Cycle Shop in Camp Hill.
And had they been in karting, they had just really gotten into karting here recently, right?
Yeah, in June they give me a call, and they were getting into karts, and they're going to set up a kart shop, and they're going to do it all first class.
They must be pretty impressed then.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. Well, a man, like yourself, you're coming in here with a lot of credentials, a lot of achievements, a lot of accomplishments. So I'm sure we're going to see you up front here, and it's not going to take too much longer.
No, it isn't going to take long, I hope, but we're going to give them, a good run for their money, especially today.
Okay, Brett. I want to wish you lots of luck. Hope we see you up front.
Thanks, John.
You bet. Standing here with the DiPaolo racing team, and you're a senior member of this group, right, Joe?
Kinda, yeah. I've been in it for quite a long time.
And you got a son, Joe Jr.?
Yep.
And he's standing over here to my left. And, of course, we got Jeff, who's coming up through the ranks.
He's the younger one. He's coming right up.
I noticed you're running a 4-cycle at this event, Jeff.
It's pretty neat. It's a lot of fun.
Not quite the power, though, of the Yamahas, right?
Yeah.
Where do you guys normally participate on a weekly basis?
Orville. It's in Topton, PA.
I've been out there a couple of times. Nice little track they got out there. We saw Jeff at Mifflintown. What happened to Joe Jr. over here? Where were you that weekend?
Wedding. I was at a
Wedding? Okay. Well, listen, what do you think it is about this Park City event? This year it went way up. It's 457 entries yesterday. They'll probably get a few more today. What do you think it is about this event that draws cards like this?
Well, as far as I can see, John, it's a well-organized event. It's run smoothly, and the track's a super layout, and you got plenty of room to go.
And if I might add, it's at the end of the season, and a lot of the local tracks are pretty well wound down. That helps too, right?
Yeah, it helps a little, but I really do believe it's just the way it's run in the track situation.
This event then you feel would stand a good chance, could stand on its own even at any time, even in the midsummer.
Correct.
Well, that's an interesting viewpoint. I know there's a lot of racers here. It seems to be a real carnival-type atmosphere in the air, you know?
Yeah, it's we race during the day and party at night.
There you go. How'd you make out yesterday, Jeff, when the smoke finally cleared?
Well, on 4-cycle, I finished 3rd or 4th. I'm not too sure. And in 2-cycle, I finished 6th.
6th, so you're not looking too bad then for today's feature.
Nope.
And how about Joe Jr. over here?
Finished 4th in control class.
Is that the only class you're running here this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, we want to wish you, Joe, and your sons here the best of luck. You're from Lansdale, Pennsylvania, and hey, we hope to see you back up in Mifflintown maybe next year. And we know you'll be back here at Park City. Jeff, good luck to you with that both of your classes. And Joe, we'll be watching for you up front in control.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. Okay, we're standing here with Dean Ross, and Dean's one of the very strong competitors in this box stock division. What classes are you running down here this weekend at Park City, Dean?
Just box stock heavy.
Just box stock heavy. How do you see the competition this year? We had asked a lot of drivers yesterday. They said that it seems strange that everybody seems to be running faster this year, particularly this year.
Well, I think it all comes down to the methanol. Everybody running methanol. Why? It's a lot more competitive.
That's a good point. Nobody mentioned that.
It shows the good motors and not just the good fuel.
Well, it's more fun when you put it back in the hands of the engine builders, don't you feel, than the chemists?
Yeah, I don't like to be out-fueled. Out-motored you can take, but out-fueled I don't like.
Yeah. How'd you fare out yesterday when the smoke cleared?
3rd, a distant 3rd. I think we're a lot better today.
Okay, you're going to try and you got some tricks up your sleeve? You think you can tweak a little more power?
Oh, we geared different. It didn't get a good practice in yesterday, and after the heat, now we knew how to gear.
Okay, well listen, I want to wish you lots of luck. We'll look forward to seeing you again on this asphalt trail next summer. I know you seem to run them all.
Yeah, I try to hit all of them.
Okay, Dean, thank you.
Thank you.